Type 0, the whisper before the storm. It begins before you know it's begun. No collapse, no seizures, just a gentle numbness, a borrowed calm wrapped in chemical silk. You took the pill. You felt fine. You even laughed. But beneath that laughter, a switch flipped. This is the prelude, the body's false peace. The drug hasn't drowned you yet, but it's circling like a shark beneath a still ocean. Your pupils shrink, your breath slows, your skin feels warm, then cold. The overdose hasn't happened, but it's on its way. In whispers. Example, you take an opioid for back pain. At first, it helps, no harm. You take another dose to sleep better. Your breathing gets shallow, and you think it's just the cold air. Type 1, the quiet collapse. Now the body begins its descent, not with a scream, but with silence. This is the level where most people still talk, still walk, still say, "I'm okay," but inside, organs are working harder. Your liver is whispering warnings. Your lungs are working like tired bellows. And your brain, it's starting to forget how to stay awake. This is the stage of accidental ignorance. You feel tired, maybe dizzy, maybe nauseous, but you think a nap will fix it, and that's the trap. Example, you mix alcohol with benzodiazepines. You feel sleepy, you slump into a chair, no one knows your heart is slowing by the minute. Type 2, the floodgates open. Now it hits. Like a dam breaking behind your ribs. Your central nervous system collapses. Heart rate stumbles. Blood pressure drops like a lifeline cut. Muscles twitch, then go limp. You might vomit, but can't lift your head to turn away. The brain is fogged. Decisions are impossible. Speech is slurry or gone. People around you start to worry, but you don't see them, or hear them, or care. Time becomes slow and cruel. Oxygen forgets where to go. Example, you're at a party. Someone hands you something chill. Minutes later, you're lying on the floor, your lips turning blue, while your friends think you're just too high. Type 3, the body drowns itself. The lungs begin to lose their rhythm. You're breathing, but barely. Each breath shallower than the last. You're not asleep, you're sinking. Foam may form around your mouth. Your chest rises, but doesn't fall right. Your pulse is weak, confused. Inside, your brain is starving. Neurons scream like a forest on fire. But from the outside, you look peaceful, too peaceful. This is the level where time stops counting in minutes and starts counting in seconds. Example, a man collapses in a bathroom stall. He injected heroin alone. They find him an hour later. Pulse faint, face pale, eyes staring at nothing. Type 4, the turning point. This is the knife's edge, where the body either returns or disappears. You're unconscious. Your breathing might be agonal, those death-like gasps, or not there at all. Your skin turns gray, cold, clammy. Paramedics work frantically, IVs in. Naloxone injected, CPR if your heart's stopped. Your brain is swelling. Organs are failing. One by one, you are slipping. And whether you live now depends on time, not willpower. Example, a teenager overdoses on fentanyl, thinking it was Xanax. By the time EMS arrives, she's in full respiratory arrest. They bring her back, but barely. Type 5, the aftershock. If you survive. If you come back, you don't return as you were. Your memory might be sliced into fragments. Your kidneys may be scarred. You might speak slower, walk differently, or forget your sister's name. This is the level most documentaries skip, but it's the longest chapter. Recovery isn't clean, it's jagged. Guilt grows in the silence. Shame follows like a shadow. Loved ones tiptoe around your presence. Grateful you're here, but afraid of the next fall. You may relapse, you may not, but you'll never forget. The hospital lights and the beep that refuse to stop. Example, a father of 2 survives a meth overdose. He's in rehab now, but sometimes he stares at his own reflection and doesn't recognize the man who lived. Type 6, the heart forgets how to beat. Now we enter the realm where life is borrowed, second by second, where machines speak louder than breath, where your heartbeat is no longer yours. This is cardiac instability. It's when your heart stops following its own rhythm and starts playing a desperate, chaotic tune. The drug overdose is no longer just a chemical error. It is now a biological betrayal, arrhythmia, ventricular fibrillation, asystole, terms that mean your heart can no longer keep the beat of being alive. Shock sets in. Not emotional, Circulatory, your body shunts blood to your core, abandoning your hands, your feet, your face. You are pale, then bluish, then gray. Doctors fight not with certainty, but with time. Defibrillators scream. IVs run wide open. People shout your name in a room you cannot hear. Example, a young woman takes too many stimulants, cocaine, maybe meth. Her heart races into chaos, then stops. They try CPR twice, and just as they prepare to call the time, her pulse flutters back. Type 7, the brain's last light. By this level, the body might still be running, but the mind is almost gone. The overdose has suffocated the brain, starved it of oxygen, filled it with toxins, and shattered its fragile circuits. Neurons die quietly, like stars winking out in a sky no one's watching. Synapses misfire. The lights inside go dim. This is the overdose stage no one wants to talk about because it's not death. It's something more tragic. It's vegetative existence. Eyes open, but nothing behind them. No voice, no memory. Just the quiet hum of survival. Families weep at bedsides. Doctors speak in hushed tones. There's activity in the brainstem, but no higher function. You're not dead, but you are no longer you. Example, a college student overdoses on a designer drug. She's found unconscious after 30 minutes without oxygen. Now she breathes through machines. Her mother plays her favorite songs, but her eyes never move. Type 8. The burnout of the liver and kidneys. When the overdose goes beyond the brain, it starts torching the body's core. Your liver, the factory of detox, now chokes on the poison it tried to clean. Enzymes spiral out of control. Cells burst. Tissues inflame. This is hepatic failure. Your skin turns yellow. Your belly swells. You itch from the inside. Then the kidneys follow, filtering poison until they too are poisoned. Now you stop making urine. Now your blood becomes a stagnant swamp. Now dialysis is your only lifeline. This level isn't quick, it's cruel. It stretches into weeks, even months. Each day your body tries to rise, but drowns in the very flood it created. Example, a man takes too much acetaminophen, a legal painkiller. By the time he gets to the ER, his liver is 80% dead. He's awake, but only until the toxins fog his brain. He needs a transplant, but no match comes. Type 9, the multi-organ spiral. This is no longer a drug overdose. This is full-body failure. Every system is crashing, one after another, like dominoes, like stars collapsing into black holes. Your lungs give in to fluid. Your heart needs medicine to keep beating. Your gut bleeds. Your blood no longer clots. The ICU becomes your battlefield. Machines breathe for you, pump for you, clean your blood, warm your body. But the brain is quiet, and the doctors begin whispering words like futility. Because this is the level where survival no longer means recovery. It means prolonging the inevitable. Some families pull the plug. Some pray for miracles. Some hold your hand and say goodbye to the soul that left days ago. Example, a young father takes a mix of opioids and benzos. He's found hours later. In the ICU, every organ is failing. They try everything, but nothing wakes him up. Eventually, his heart gives out. Type 10, the silent extinction. This is the overdose that doesn't scream. It doesn't convulse. It doesn't warn. It kills you while you sleep. You went to bed high. You never woke up. Respiratory depression did its job. Your brain stopped calling for breath. Your lungs obeyed. And the next morning, you are found cold, peaceful, as if dreaming. But you're not dreaming. You're gone. This is the most common overdose type, especially with fentanyl, especially with counterfeit pills, especially alone. There is no violence, no drama, just absence, a phone unanswered, a meal uneaten, a life uncontinued. Example, a teenager buys Xanax off Snapchat. It's laced with fentanyl. He takes one pill and watches a movie. In the morning, his mom finds him under the blanket, frozen in time. Type 11, the survivor's curse. This is the overdose you didn't take, but that still breaks you. You're the friend who left the room, the parent who thought they were just sleeping, the sibling who didn't recognize the signs. You carry the weight like glass in your chest. It rattles every time you breathe. Every time someone jokes about getting too high. Every time you see an empty chair. This is a level unspoken in medical books, but it's real. And it's everywhere. Trauma doesn't overdose, it lingers. And those who survive carry the overdose like a tattoo under the skin. Example: a sister finds her twin brother collapsed in the garage. She saves him with CPR. He lives, but she still wakes up at night hearing his gasp in the dark. Final type: the hidden war. Drug overdose isn't a single act. It's not a single night. It's not even a single pill. It's a war, fought quietly in alleyways, bedrooms, clubs, suburbs, in the pockets of broken homes, and behind the polished doors of high-rise apartments. It is both accidental and intentional, a cry for help and a chase for silence, a medical emergency and a societal failure. No one plans to overdose. They plan to feel better, to escape, to sleep, to belong, to forget. And that's what makes it so deadly, because it never announces itself until it's too late. So here's the truth, sharp as a needle. The real overdose begins when hope ends, and recovery begins only when someone notices, when someone cares, when someone speaks. Let that someone be you.